Hello folks, Fuzzfinger here, welcome back to our Let's Play for Ni No Kuni, and it's a little bit annoying this one for me in fact because I'm having to record the commentary post gameplay. I don't know what happened, but for this and the next episode the commentary didn't record for some reason through my capture device, which is a little bit frustrating, so I'm having to do it post, which is annoying for me and hopefully not as annoying for you, but we'll see how we get on. So anyway, what we're doing in this episode, we are basically collecting 8 pieces of art. We left off here previously having spoken to Drippy's brothers and their broken arted. Note we say arted with fairies, not hearted, for various reasons. A little bit weird, but just watch the previous episode to find out why that is. And there's a couple of chests around here which I haven't looted previously, so make sure you make note of those if you're playing along with me. And I know that some of you are actually, because I've been getting quite a bit of feedback that this guide has been helpful to a lot of you, since we're going for all the extras, all the errands, the bounty hunts and whatnot. To be fair, I haven't gone for every single chest in the game, or every item in the game, but this is a long game anyway. I'm thinking we're on chapter 3 at the moment, of 7 chapters, and we are already over part 50 of the walkthrough. If I did absolutely every chest and every item, we'd just be on this game for literally forever, I think so. I'm doing everything that's important, and that's what matters really. So the way this quest works is actually quite simple. There's 8 individuals around the area. It doesn't matter which ones you speak to first, but for each of them you'll need to cast a different spell in order to collect the piece of art. There's no fighting involved, it's just a case of speaking to the individual, see what spell they want, and in this case it's Quicken Growth. You get a little bit of text afterwards, and then you'll get your piece of art. So not too challenging, and it's, you know, simple enough to find the fairies that you need to speak to because they're flashing on the map. But feel free to follow along with my walkthrough. I mean, hopefully you will do, that's why you're watching it, to see where they all are. Don't forget you will need the levitate spell for one of these fairies. In the previous episode we collected the levitate spell, but if you've missed that, then you'll find a seagull at the entrance to town. Although the seagull's only there once you've already spoken to Drippy's brothers and had that whole cutscene with them being all broken hearted and whatnot. So make sure you get the levitate spell from the seagull. And also don't forget to speak to Horace, we've done that as well for a new page, the Wizard's Companion. But you don't need to speak to Horace in order to collect the levitate spell. I know that sounds confusing, but trust me, it all makes sense when you're playing along. So we've got a couple of pieces here. I'm going to head over to the west and start with a fairy that is looking like he's ordering something from this bar. So all these flashy dots on the map lead to fairies that have art for us. This fella is trying to open a jar but isn't strong enough to do so, so the spring lock spell will in fact give him what he needs. And there we go, another piece. I think that's the 3rd piece now, is it? Yep, 3rd piece. We need to find 5 more. Unfortunately, this little bit of town is actually quite small anyway, so it doesn't take long to go from fairy to fairy. That's the one, rejuvenate. And that will give us another piece of art, and then we'll be halfway through our little quest. I've got to be honest, I was a little bit gutted when I recorded this gameplay, and then I edited it all in my editing video program and had it all ready to upload. And then as I played it, and it's lucky because I don't always check them, but this is the first time this has happened. I played it just to make sure it was all working okay, and noticed my voice wasn't there. So I'm having to take another 15 minutes or so just to do this, which is a bit frustrating. But like I said, hopefully it's not going to be too annoying for you folks. I do like to try and record commentary as I'm playing along, not only to save time, but also to go through the experience, since I've never played this game before at the same time as you guys. Then you can get my actual reactions, but it's only for 2 episodes that we're doing it this way. When I did Final Fantasy 13 too, actually, I had to record the commentary post recording the video, because the capture hardware I was using at the time, which was the Ava Media, doesn't allow the recording of commentary, whereas the Elgato, which I'm using now, does. And if anybody is thinking of recording for YouTube game footage from consoles, I highly recommend the Elgato. It is a lovely piece of kit, it really is. And in my opinion, it's better than I can't think what it's called, the really popular one that people use. But anyway, it's probably one of the best, the Elgato, so that's what I'm using. And I only say that because I do get a few people ask how I do recording and what my setup and whatnot is. But we seem to be venturing off the topic of Ni No Kuni, and since we're playing the game, I guess we should be commentating on the game, so I apologise for that. And in all fairness, I really am enjoying this game. It's such a charming experience, it really is, and I've got to be honest, I wasn't expecting much when I first picked it up. I'd watched some and read some reviews on it, and everyone was praising it, but I do get annoyed when I end up letting myself get overhyped over something, and then end up being drastically disappointed. So I was careful not to expect too much with Ni No Kuni, but I played probably about 2 or 3 hours of it, and then realised actually this game is addictive and it's fun. So that's when I decided to start doing my Let's Play on this game and started again, which I didn't mind doing. I didn't mind starting again for you guys. I mean, it's not been the most popular walkthrough I've done. The people who watch it say they enjoy it, which is good, but it's not been getting anywhere near the amount of views as, say, Final Fantasy 7, which I've also done, and is up on my channel. But I don't mind because I'm enjoying doing it, so that's what matters. Anyway, we're getting well into progress of collecting these pieces of art. And in fact, we've got all 8 now, so we can head on back to the what's it called, the Cavity Club, where Drippy's brothers are, and hopefully fix them up and see if they're going to have a show to put on for us. So we're going to have a bit of text to get through first once we've handed over the art, a bit of dialogue rather to go through. But I mean, they look funny enough to me as it is already. They seem to be a different shape to Drippy. They don't have that overhanging nose that he's got. Although, by golly, they still speak in a Welsh accent, I'll tell you that.
Abracadabra!
Yeah, I was going to say, that didn't look like it did anything, but then it did, eventually. So it's trying to trick us, I think. And it looks like there's been some change in Surly, and what's the other guy called? Or the other fairy? Smiley or something? I don't know, I lose track of all the names, to be honest. I'm useless with names. Yeah, I was right anyway, Smiley. What was I saying? I'm really good with names, I am. So they are going to put on a show for us. But you need to speak to them in order to do this. And make sure you've done everything you want to do before you speak to them. And I am going to speak to them straight away because we don't need to do anything. But if you need to go back to the world map, if you want to go and rest or whatever, go and speak to some of the townsfolk or just carry out any unfinished business from the previous episodes that you might not have done, then do it before confirming that you want them to put on their show.
Thank you, how do? It's Smiley and Shirley.
How do?
Claim you've got a full house in tonight, it's lovely.
Ain't it though? It's like a dream, this is.
Ain't it though?
Ain't it though? Hey, speaking of dreams, I've always had a bit of a dream myself, you know.
Oh, nice. Nice link, man.
What it is, see, always wanted to run a little weapon shop, I have.
A weapon shop, huh? Well, I don't know why you're bringing it up in the middle of a show, but sounds like an alright idea, that does.
Ain't it though? Hey, do you fancy doing a quick practice with me?
Huh? Practice?
Yeah, man. I'll be the shopkeeper, see? And you, a zookeeper, right? And, well, all your animals have run away, and your wife's left you.
Oh, yeah. Make it easy for me, why don't you? I'm not a flipping professional actor, am I, you div? Come on, man, serious now. What do you want me to be?
A lion tamer?
Dude, how is that any flipping easier? Can I just be my flipping self?
Oh, no one wants to see that, man.
No, I know you again. You're trying to give me something hard to do so you look better in it, though.
Nah, man. I just thought you'd like a nice juicy roll to get your teeth into, ain't it, though?
Juicy roll, huh? Well, I may not be a professional, but my widow Twanky's pretty legendary. Righto. So, I'm the customer at your weapon shop, right? And you were the proprietor of said establishment. All right, give us a moment. Ba 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 ma 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 ka 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 ka.
Get on with it, man.
And knock knock out do cha-ching.
Clear off, cha-ching.
What the heck was that, man? You slammed the door in my flipping face.
We're not open yet, are we?
Not open yet, but flipping hurry up, will?
All right, we're open now.
Oh, you are, right. Knock knock cha-ching. How do?
How do?
I just wanted to look at what weapons you got here, innit though?
Sorry, man, that's next door but one.
What? No, it's flipping not.
It's my shop.
Yeah, you a weapon shop.
You can't go telling me what I sells in my own shop.
But you said yourself you wanted it to be a flipping weapon shop.
It is a flipping weapon shop.
Give me strength, man.
All right. Sorry, man. I'll do it properly now, I promise. It's a weapon shop.
Good.
Selling weapons.
Exactly.
Righto.
Knock knock. Cha-ching, how do? What weapons you got here then?
What weapons you after exactly?
Well, I don't know, do I? What about, you know, one of them huge, great, choppy numbers? Yeah, a proper massive one of them, that's what I want.
I'm afraid I cannot help you.
Huh? You can't help me? You're the flipping shopkeeper, aren't you?
I am sorry, sir,
Huh?
but that is just too big an axe.
Flipping heck, man, how's rugby?
Made this one happen, it though.
As if that would take much.
I love the way the fairies use Welsh accents. It makes something that really wouldn't normally be funny, actually funny, and 10 times funnier than it should be as well. But no, that really is awesome. So we seem to have done the job. If you remember, we was trying to get the big mother fairy to start smiling so we can get into her tummy and free all the bits and bobs from inside.
Laughing like a flipping drain. Tidy. Drippy, man, we're all set. Right, do you lot all aboard?
Aboard? Aboard what?
Here I go, boys. Let the mission to Mom begin. Hey, one of you give us a light, will you, man? Launch command received. Roger that. Hold on to your hats. We have ignition. Ow!
3, 2, 1.
Blast off!
So as you've guessed, it's too late to turn back now. We are going in. And if you like platform games or side-scrolling games, then you're probably going to like this next section. Yeah, this is one weird stomach.
Is everyone okay? I think so.
All here in one piece? One pile more like. All right, no need to get in a tiz. It's the only way to get in here, innit? Oh, this takes me back. Look around you, my friends. This year's Mummy's tummy where it all started.
Okay, so this is Mummy's tummy, the fake air centre, and yes, it is one very strange tummy. But we've come here for a reason, and that's to have a little look inside and rescue some of the Littlies, which we'll do in the next episode. So for now I'm going to finish up, and we'll continue on next time with another episode of more post-commentary recording. My apologies for that, but we'll get it sorted so that we won't do that from that point on. Thanks for joining me, folks. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.